better than this. My name is Jennifer Cramer Lewis, and I am an Access Consciousness certified facilitator, as well as a Right Riches for You certified facilitator. And so what is the audacious ask, you ask yourself? Well, one of the things that I noticed was people are so willing to create a rockstar parking spot, or, you know, say a couple of $1,000s here and a couple of $1,000s there. But in their day-to-day life, they're not willing to create more than enough. Enough that they can pay their bills, enough that they can pay their rent, but certainly not thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars more than they need. And so how much have we been programmed to only create what we need, and maybe just slightly less than it is that we need? And so what the audacious ask is about beginning to ask for way more in our lives. And what could that create? And so many people have points of view about having more than their fair share that have been put in there by who knows who. And what would it be like if you didn't have any points of view about having lots? Like, check the space of that. Isn't that fun? Wouldn't it be fun to have lots of everything? So that's what the audacious ask is about. Like, if you were audacious, what would you ask for? And how much more audacious are you willing to be in your day-to-day life? And so that was where the audacious ask came from. And so we go live every week, Mondays in North America, and then it becomes Tuesday as you go across the globe. And you can ask any question you like about any topic, and we use the tools of Access Consciousness. And so Access Consciousness has been around for about 30 years now, and was created by a gentleman named Gary Douglas. And he noticed that when we started to ask questions of the universe, like, hey, what would it take for this thing to show up? The universe responded. And so that was the beginning of Access Consciousness. And so what if we started to ask some questions today, and we started to get inspired by the questions that other people were asking? And so how does it get any better?
Part of the problem is I don't think my asks will be answered. So how much of that am I not willing to receive of my asks?
Cool, I like it. So what's the craziest thing you can ask for today?
Money.
Money.
Crazy.
Crazy. So if you had money, if you were operating as though you had crazy amounts of money, what would you do with the money? What's the first thing you would do with the money?
Travel.
Cool. And where's the first place that you would travel?
Somewhere warm.
Okay, like where? Australia? Tasmania?
You know, Tasmania. Australia has crossed my mind, but it's a little too warm right now. Probably Hawaii.
Hawaii. Cool. And what would you do in Hawaii?
Swim with the dolphins.
Yeah. Right?
But yeah, like right now though, I'm barely paying bills and getting by. So that me is like so far out there.
Nice. So everywhere, a trip to Hawaii to swim with dolphins, where it's like warm and your body might enjoy it, is like a crazy ask for you. Would you destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Good and bad, right and wrong, POD and POC, all nine, boys, shorts, and beyonds. Nice. So what are you unwilling to do to create a trip to Hawaii?
Make money.
What are you unwilling to do for money to create a trip to Hawaii?
Work.
Work. Cool. And so what is work to you?
That's a good point. So I've been working on getting my business up and going for about 8 or 9 years.
Nice.
And
so what are you unwilling to do for money?
Put my business where it can be seen.
Nice. Okay. And so what is being visible to you?
Being visible, classes, having following, people interested in learning from me, and the information being helpful.
Cool. So everything that is, we just try to create it. Good and bad, right and wrong, POD and POC, all 9, boys, shorts, and beyonds. And what is being invisible to you?
Not being seen. If I do put myself out there, there's sometimes technology problems or links to my website you can't find. And energetically, I'm limiting how many people are finding me and are able to, you know, get to my links and hear me.
Cool. So when you listen to this recording over and over again, you will notice how many conclusions that you have in your language. So all of the conclusions of what you will and what you won't do, where you will and where you won't show up, how money can get in and how money can't get in, what vacations you're allowed to have and what vacations you're not allowed to have. And everywhere business is supposed to be this, but it can never be that. Will you destroy and uncreate all of it?
Yes.
Okay, good and bad, right and wrong, POD and POC, all 9, boys, shorts, and beyonds. Cool. So where does that show up in your body when I ask you those questions?
Heart.
Heart. Cool. Cool. And so
throat.
does it feel like your heart's clamped down tight or opened up?
Clamping.
Cool. So would you be willing to start to undo that?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do it together. Okay, open your heart up to level 1. Imagine it's like the stove, and level 10 is like the red hot element. Okay, level 1. Okay, level 2. Tell me when it gets uncomfortable. Level 3. Level 4. Yeah, right?
Right up there. Yeah.
That's awesome. So there's an awareness for you. What energy, space, and consciousness can you and your body be to be the open-hearted profiteer that you truly be with total ease? And anything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Good and bad, right and wrong, POD and POC, all 9, boys, shorts, and beyond. So a profiteer is somebody who finds profit. And that doesn't matter where. Like, if it comes from business, great. You know, if it comes from selling shells on the beach, great. You know, if it comes from doing sexual favors for people for money, great. Like, who cares really how money comes in and what money is? It's just the willingness. Like, if you didn't have a body, you wouldn't have to have money.
Right.
Yeah. So actually, we nailed Jane on this a couple of months ago. So truth, are you financially anorexic?
I don't even know what that means.
Ask your body, is it a yes or a no?
It's a heavy.
Heavy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's probably not true for you. How often do you refuse to feed your money flows? A little, a lot,
a megaton.
Okay, cool. So that's my definition of financially anorexic. Somebody who refuses to feed their financial flows. Okay, so everything that is everywhere in the past, you got rewarded for being financially anorexic, and you said, wow, I'm going to do it again in every lifetime. Will you destroy and uncreate it?
Yeah.
Good and bad, right and wrong, POD and POC, all 9, boys, shorts, and beyonds. Whose responsibility is it to put money in your bank? You or someone else? No right answer.
Well, the funny thing is I was raised a Jewish princess, so.
Oh, so you're supposed to have a husband put money in your bank, God damn it.
And he doesn't want to.
Oh, what an asshole. And your parents, there should be a trust fund, shouldn't there?
They're using it.
Oh, they're bastards. Or whatever the Yiddish word for bastard is. Or do you speak Hebrew or Yiddish at home?
Very little. No.
Oh, okay. What's the word for bastard?
Let's see, the quickest thing I can think of is mashugana.
Mashugana. Say that. Keep saying it over and over again. Mashugana, mashugana, mashugana. All the Shikyu implants, those are the secrets. all the SHICU implants of Meshuggah, and those bastards should put money in your bank. Will you destroy and uncreate them all?
Yes, I
Okay,
almost
good and
wanted
bad,
to
right and wrong, POD and POC, all nine, boys, shorts, and beyonds. Don't worry, it's working on the Hindus too. Oh, Meshuggah. Those bastards should put money in my bank.
Yep.
Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it?
Yeah.
Good and bad, right and wrong, POD and POC, all nine, boys, shorts, and beyonds. Because you know what works is not having any point of view about where or how the money's coming in for you. So if you have a point of view that, you know, whether it's a conscious one or not a conscious one, that the money should be coming in from your parents or your husband, and that, you know, you couldn't possibly do business because you're a Jewish princess.
Yep.
Then what? Where can the money come in? Just those two places, right?
Right.
Okay, so everything that is in any lifetime, will you destroy and uncreate it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Good and bad, right and wrong, POD and POC, all nine, boys, shorts, beyonds. Yeah, because I'm a Jewish princess too. We just ran out of Jewish moms, so we don't get to call ourselves Jews anymore.
Oh, you can share mine.
That's okay, I don't want it. I'd rather be a profiteer. I'll get the money. I don't care what I have to do to get it. Yeah, so everywhere you care how you have to get the money, whether that's conscious or not conscious, will you destroy and uncreate that?
Yes.
Awesome. Good and bad, right and wrong, POD and POC, all nine, boys, shorts, and beyonds. Yeah. You know, because Gary always teases us, Gary Douglas, the founder of Access Consciousness, he always talks about, what are you unwilling to do to put money in your bank? And once you're willing to do that, you know, whether that's doing sexual favors for money or cleaning toilets or, you know, working at a hospital, once you're actually willing to do that, then 99.9999% of the time you don't have to.
That makes sense. Because I was having problems in my marriage last year and I was willing to do anything, leave him, have him die, whatever it took. And this year we're like a brand new newlywed married couple again.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was
So
willing to do anything.
what would it be like for you to be a newlywed with money?
Ooh.
It's like Brienne, like she has this amazing relationship with money, according to me, but according to her, she doesn't. So would you be willing to defy your own expectations of your relationship with money?
Yes.
Everything that doesn't allow that times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it? Awesome. Good and bad, right and wrong, POD and POC, all nine, boys, shorts, and beyonds. Yeah. So what you can do, here's your homework, and anybody else on the call who wants to do this as their homework, wake up in the morning and ask this to yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey, sexy babe, what can we be, do, have, perceive, and receive to outcreate ourselves with money today? And then just wait and see what happens. You know, because outcreating you with money will be not how anybody else will outcreate themselves with money. It just won't be, you know, because it's you and money. And so you might find a new fabulous Jewish princess way of getting money. And if it's fun, post it in the group, because we're all going to try it. How does it get any better than that?
Thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure. That was the Audacious Ask. My name is Jennifer Cramer Lewis. And if you loved it, I would love for you to hop on over to my business page, which is facebook.com/Jennifer Cramer Lewis, and leave a review for the Audacious Ask there. If there are some audacious asks buzzing in your universe that you would love some facilitation on, I'm completely available to do that privately. Also have some classes that are going to be coming up. One we're going to schedule at the end of the month, and then we're also going to be rolling out a business program with special guests and all sorts of technology and groovy things that I know how to do in business that you might want to add to your business, with a bunch of facilitation. and, you know, start to get into your business, start to be more visible in business, and actually have way more fun with your business instead of waiting for your business to create fun for you. And how does it get any better than that? I hope to see you next week on Audacious Next. Bye, guys.